Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in and welcome. $50 silver. If you think that price is unrealistic, then you should not be investing. And I'm serious. I'm dead serious. You shouldn't even be investing in the stocks because if you think $50 is too high for an ounce of silver, that means you don't understand the direction the economy is headed. You don't understand what trillions of dollars are going to do to the dollar in return, pushing precious metals higher, which are directly correlated. And you also didn't pay attention to the last credit crisis that led to $50 silver. Let's talk about that. In 2008, we had a credit crisis, a financial crisis. $1 billion stimulus was thrown out. That led to $50 silver 3 years later. Nowadays, we have a credit crisis, financial crisis, $1 trillion stimulus, not billion, $1 trillion stimulus, a global pandemic, one of the most controversial U.S. elections. A new person in charge is going to be throwing even more money out for this green energy, which also incorporates and is needed for silver. Silver's in these solar panels, photovoltaic cells. So if you think that silver can't get to $50 at how streaming things are now, when it did back then in 2008, then you are blind, you're ignorant, or you have some type of resentment towards precious metals. That's the only reason. It's too blatantly obvious. So anyways, this article talks about $50 silver could happen much sooner than expected. Don't sleep on this stuff, guys. I've been talking about the potential for precious metals for probably 5 years on this channel. For however long I've been making videos, 4 or 5 years. And the whole point is this. We know this time was coming regardless. It was unavoidable. The question was when. And this pandemic sped things up. This pandemic pushed the fast forward button. If this pandemic would not have happened, things would probably have fallen into line in probably like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, right? 5 to 10 years. And that's because the dollar still, it's collapsing, right? Regardless, 27 trillion in debt. Nothing we can do about it. Too deep in the hole. But this pandemic just put things in a time warp, to say the least. It exposed how broke America is. Trillions of dollars around the globe. There's also about to be a $10 trillion, what do they call it, quote unquote, repair or some type of safety plan that the entire world's about to throw out. And the scariest thing is the US dollar is the world's reserve currency. So everybody now knows how broke America is. We got exposed. But the dollar is only as strong as people think it is. It's based off of faith. And if people start to think the dollar's not worth much, it literally isn't worth much. That's why you see countries already opting out of the USD being their reserve currency, which is dangerous for obvious reasons. It's also more dangerous because if the dollar collapses, all these countries are relying on the dollar to hold its strength. So what would happen then? So anyways, sorry to scare you, but that's the reality we're living in. Now, apart from that, there's so many other reasons why silver is bullish beyond $50. If you think that, think about it like this: if $50, if what happened in 2008, 3 years later, led to $50 silver in 2011, imagine what it could lead silver to today. Things were nowhere near as extreme as they are now. If you want to talk about crazy silver prices, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're living in crazy times. So it really wouldn't be that surprising. Mint sales figures say silver price could go up a lot. Silver price could go much higher. It looks like a silver price of $50 per ounce could arrive much sooner than many have expected. You have to look at the demand for the gray shiny metal. And this is another reason, besides all the different reasons I just talked about. Silver is needed in everything: 5G technology, solar panels, electric vehicles, investment demand. Like, it's crazy. If you could go 5 years in the future after silver already exploded, or 10 years in the future, look back on today's time, and knowing it already exploded, looking back on today's time, you would be smacking yourself in the head saying, why didn't I see this? It was right in front of my face. It was so blatantly obvious. Silver was a ticking time bomb. How did I not see this? How did I miss? You do not want to be one of those people, because there's going to be a lot of those people. You don't want to be one of them. You don't have to be. So, want proof of the high demand for silver? Just look at the mints around the world. They've been selling silver like hotcakes. And this article is actually talking about the different mints, Royal Canadian Mint, the Perth Mint, they're all coming out. This article is written today, November 12th. They're all coming out and sharing the numbers, the insane amount of demand. We know the silver shortage is happening, low production, especially from this pandemic from Mexico and Peru. They got hit the hardest. They accumulate 40% of the global silver production. So silver is definitely diminishing. There's not much of it, but people are buying it like hotcakes. What's that going to do? Low supply, high demand, shoots the price up. So consider the U.S. Mint. So far in 2020, it has sold 27 million ounces of silver in American Eagle coins alone. In the entire year 2019, sales of 1 ounce American Eagle coins only amounted to 14.8. That's crazy. That means so far in 2020, based on American Silver Eagle coins at the U.S. Mint, demand for silver has been running 83% higher. 83%. Mind you, the year isn't even done yet. It wouldn't be shocking to see the U.S. Mint report a much higher silver sale figure by the end of the year, especially as things get crazier. The pandemic is actually increasing in positive results. So look at the major mints too. They display similar sentiment. The Royal Canadian Mint has been selling a lot more silver than before. In the second quarter of 2020, the mint's silver volume amounted to 7.2 million ounces. In the same period a year ago, its silver volume was just 4.3. That's a 67% demand. Regarding the demand for precious metals and how the bullion market looks, Mary LeMay, President and CEO of Royal Canadian Mint, said over the last several months, the Mint has continued to respond to unprecedented global bullion market conditions, resulting in exceptional financial result from our bullion products and services. So you also have the Perth Mint, one of the most respectable mints, make the kookaburras, right? Silver sales have also been robust. As of October 23rd, Perth Mint sold 13.2 million ounces of silver in 2020. That's 69% higher year over year. Moreover, the silver sales at Perth Mint in September were their fourth highest in 1 month since at least February 2013. So we're talking about crazy demand. And the craziest part is that's just from people like you and I. That's just from people like you and I. We haven't even talked about big business, right? People like you and I putting in all this demand, but you also have the 5G, the solar panels, which is going to be trillions of dollars in demand, especially over the next 5 years. That's spread over a time frame of 5 years. And electric vehicles, which are coming out more and more and more, and even new discoveries for silver. Seriously, like they're using silver for some type of potential vaccine, and I come out with videos on a weekly basis about scientists discovering a new way to use silver in a huge way, especially as we advance technologically. Silver is used in every type of technology you can imagine. So as we advance technologically, we're going to need more and more silver, but there's less and less of it. Miners for the last 7 years have been abandoning silver mines. It's not profitable. They're going to look for gold, lead, zinc, the things that can put money in your pocket. Think from a miner's perspective. Why would you go to dig looking for something that's 80 times less valuable or 80 times cheaper than something else? If you're going to go mine, you're going to look for whatever can make you the most money. And gold would. Gold is $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 an ounce while they're digging. Wouldn't you want to look for an ounce of gold that can put thousands of dollars in your pocket compared to a couple ounces of silver that can put like $50 in your pocket? It makes sense why they're not looking for silver. Silver is actually found as a byproduct. That means by accident. They're not looking for silver. If they find some silver on the side, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. And silver is actually pretty scarce. Comes out of the ground 8-1 compared to gold. But a lot of gold, most gold is recycled. Like 95% of gold is recycled, meaning that people scrap it from jewelry, rings, they go in their jewelry drawer because it's profitable to do so. Even taking it out of laptops. I've done it myself. But doing that with silver, no one cares. It's like, 20 cents to take your time to take silver out of a laptop or a cell phone. Nobody's taking their necklace to the pawn shop and getting like $2.50. No, most silver is thrown away. It's lost. So yeah, it comes out of the ground 8-1, but the recirculating supply is much lower. So I can't stress this enough, though. Silver should not be ignored. And it's crazy because most people are going to miss the boat. Just like Bitcoin, just like my channel, when Bitcoin was $1,800, I'm telling you guys, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. You're going to miss the boat. Everyone called me crazy. Everyone. bashed this channel, tore this channel to pieces, thinking I was crazy, saying, "Oh, you switched from precious metals to Bitcoin. We should call you Crypto Slayer now. You left us." No, I still was investing in the precious metals. It was just Bitcoin was exciting, right? I was learning about it and I was sharing my journey. But anyway, that's a whole separate video. But anyways, the whole point is, it's blatantly obvious. When something's blatantly obvious, you have to go with your gut. You can't overthink it. You can't be emotional. You have to look at it realistically, right? And this is just too much proof to not go all in. And this, trust me, as an investing channel, if there was risk, I would tell you guys, there's a chance that this could go bad. But literally whatever happens, any scenario, no matter which president won, there's no way that this is going to go bad. There's no way that you are not going to make money or save your money or hedge against inflation as the dollar depreciates. Because the dollar's going down regardless. There's no saving it. So that means even if we invest in the precious metals and the spot price stays low, we're still preserving our money as the dollar goes down. Let me show you what that means. If you have $10,000 in your bank account, in 20 years from now, that $10,000, what you can buy with it will have drastically gone down to probably around like $2,000, right? If you have $10,000 in precious metals, in 20 years from now, not only will the value of that $10,000 have held, the coins themselves will have appreciated too. So instead of $2,000 in 20 years you'd probably have around 40, 50, 60,000. See what I'm saying? Just like back in the day, 20 cents could buy you a gallon of gas. Nowadays it can't. The dollar is losing purchasing power. So here's the thing. If you own silver bullion and silver price reaches $50, your gains would be about 100% as such. I think investors need to start paying attention to silver mining and exploration companies. They have been severely ignored over the past few years. If silver prices make a run to the upside, silver miner stocks could surge. And that's just another reason. Like, I was saying this the other day. I make daily videos, 2-3 videos a day. Today's the third video. 2-3 videos a day. Sorry, guys. And I swear every video, there's a new point. There's a new reason. There's something else I bring up that makes silver bullish. There's another reason that I'm explaining that gives silver a unique advantage beyond any other investment. I make 2-3 videos a day every day of the week, and I'm still finding new reasons. It's crazy, and I'm never finding a reason that makes silver look bearish. I'm really not. When you throw trillions of dollars into the economy, you cannot expect the dollar to profit off that, to rise from that. There's no way. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I posted some banger videos today. Some really good videos today. The 2021 Chinese pandas, the design came out. I'm going to let you know if it's a ripoff or not. The coin is $48, so go check that video out, or check the video out I posted before that. I swear all the videos I've been posting the last couple weeks, every video is critical to watch. All the information is crucial. Maybe not so much the 2021 panda video, because, most people do buy pandas, but still, that's not really talking about what's happening in the economy. That's probably still an important video to watch, because if you are going to buy pandas, you gotta know, when to buy, and I do explain when the best time to buy pandas are. So even that video, but more than, on a more serious note though, I'm talking about some critical stuff that every investor has to know. In precious metals and stocks, you got to know the information that I'm talking about. You cannot be blindly investing into these markets and expect to make money. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.